Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Star Wars Empire Knights. I am your Dark Lord of the Knights, and I want to say it's good to be back. I know I haven't been around and updated the channel, and I've been honestly between a lot of things been going on with, of course, the virus hit, and that was very serious. I haven't had a chance to update you guys on what has happened to me, but what we're going to go through is we're going to go through the book of Boba Fett and everything that's been going on in there. But first, I want to go ahead and get you guys caught up with me and where I've been. And if you follow me from the other channel, I did mention this. I do have a channel dedicated to Batman because I am a huge Star Wars and Batman nut. I am truly a geek in that sense, and my son is named after Batman and Star Wars. So yeah, I'm a big geek for these franchises. So if you want, you can check my other channel out. It's called The Gotham Knight, and I cover everything Batman. And in this channel, I got so much insight and love for Star Wars, and I want to go ahead and share that and cover that, and that's why I have Star Wars Empire Knights. And you guys have not had a chance to hear what has happened to me, but through the virus, I did lose my sister. Actually, right after the last recording that I did, which was the Kenobi one, I lost my sister, and I wound up losing my aunt also to the coronavirus, and yeah, it's definitely been change of life there. And then recently, my beautiful, wonderful, amazing wife had surgery, and she's doing well. She's recovering. So I want to get you guys caught up on that. I wanted to let you guys know a little bit of insight of what's been going on in my life. So, but my son has been growing up. His name is Jedi. He's been growing up very quickly during this time as well. And a lot of things have been coming up, but I've been keeping up with the Gotham Knights show, and I just haven't had a chance to really work on the Star Wars one. And my wife is just like, you should go meet some friends on YouTube about Star Wars again, because she probably gets bored of me always talking about Batman and Star Wars. And while we're confined, we've been pretty much trying to stay safe, because I do take this very seriously after what has happened to my family. And yeah, I'm reaching out to you guys. I'm reading out to social media, to the YouTube family, and just trying to grow that community. And yeah, just want to go ahead and get that together with you guys. So let's go ahead and hop in. That's enough about me. Let's get into Star Wars. So the latest episode of Star Wars was completely leading into a big setup that is going to be coming in. What's going to probably feel in the last 3 episodes of Boba Fett. So with the first 3 episodes, we've kind of gotten a build up of what's going on in Mos Eisley, and what's been going on, the way that compared to the way Jabba used to run the area versus the way Bit Fortuna did, and also the way now Bubba is. And in that aspect, Bubba hasn't been really ruthless. He hasn't shown that harshness that Jabba would. Jabba ruled with definitely with fear and killing people automatically. And it doesn't seem that Bubba has that. And it really it did break down in this latest episode where how the sectors were all broken up into different families, and 3 families have been running it. And Boba Fett right now kind of seems to me, if you're a big Godfather fan, it kind of feels like Godfather right now, where Michael Corleone was trying to hold on to his innocence. He knew what his dad did. He knew what had happened. But it almost feels like that. It feels like he's trying not to lose his innocence in that aspect. But it's kind of ironic because he was the most ruthless bounty hunter in all the galaxy. And this one he's come off very soft, and he's been getting beat up, and he's been pretty much been broken down to. And I think that's where we see if you're older like me, you can totally relate to Michael Corleone and Boba Fett. Because at one point, Michael Corleone did give in to the family. He did give in to the family business. And he became the Godfather. This is very eerie in the aspect of where Boba Fett is going. And it looks like, just like the Godfather, he's about to do these incredible things. And you guys remember when Michael Corleone executed the plan to take out the bosses, and oh my God, it was so epic. At the end, you're like, oh my God, he did that. I think that's where we're getting to with Boba Fett, to be honest. I think that's what Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, and Robert Rodriguez are setting up. Is that they are setting up Boba Fett to match Michael Corleone. And it's going to come down. And Boba Fett is going to do it in that aspect. I totally feel that. That's what the way the look is. That's how it's feeling right now. That they're attacking this that way. Now, is it for sure? No. No, it's not. But he's been getting up. I mean, he's been getting beat up. Boba Fett has been giving his butt kicked. And in this episode, spoilers alert, but when it goes back into Tatooine and he's the droid's explaining to Boba Fett the different families in the area, pretty much the Hutts send Santi, well, you could call him Black K. We call him Santi, Crisanti. He is the gladiator bounty hunter Wookiee, who is a complete awesome badass in the comic books. Definitely appeared in the Dr. Alpha comic books. He wasn't in the Legends. He was in the Marvel series of this. So they are reading the current books. And I love that homage. That homage was freaking amazing. But we see that assassination attempt come on. And it was really unsuccessful because Boba Fett recruited these young gang of bikers, I guess you could say, right? they're bikers in the area. And recruited them because, I mean, he's low on, he doesn't really have much of a family like some of these others are pretty much set in. And the Pikes are starting to come in and they're getting ready for war. They're starting to bring in their people little by little, bringing them in to start and finish this war. And now Boba Fett has to recruit in that aspect. And one of the things that he got, besides the biker gang that helped him beat Black Santi, was a Rancor. And the Rancor was delivered by Robert Rodriguez's good friend, Danny Trejo. Danny Trejo brought a Rancor, but it was a gift from the Hutts. And the Hutts came, the twins came, and they told Boba that it was them who sent Black Santi to assassinate him. And they apologized and gave a gift of the Rancor to him. And they told him, but they were deceived by the mayor of Mos Eisley. And is that they apologize for that, but they have been lied to, both of them, on each side. And they've been giving them wrong information by the mayor. And of course, Boba Fett is going to rectify this, goes to try to find the mayor, and guess what? The mayor takes off. Boom. He's been working with the Pikes. So Boba Fett already, when the transports come in, has his team ready there. One of the biker guys sit there to see the Pikes start arriving into Mos Eisley, and they are coming in force, and they are getting their groups there to get ready for a war. So now we know that Boba Fett has his biker gang. He has this Rancor who is going to be his pet. And reports have shown that I believe there was some artwork where Boba Fett is riding a Rancor, and I'll go ahead and post that right here, where Boba Fett was riding a Rancor and ramping through the city. That was one of the leaked stuff that I believe was going to happen, and it looks like it's going to happen because even in this episode, he said that he would like to ride the Rancor. So it's going to happen. That's going to be very cool. Now, I am part of the 501st, and I'm very excited for this because my unit has where our troopers ride a Rancor. So this is very cool. This is very cool. So I'm so excited for this part. And we also have Black Santi. Now, Black Santi was released, and Boba Fett told him, don't work for scum, because he was a bounty hunter too. And he said, take it from him. So Black Santi ran away. I guarantee you, Black Santi is going to come back and repay that favor. He's going to come back and repay that favor. Because even though he was banished from Kashyyyk, I believe he would still have a code. And I think that code, Black Santi, is going to come out later on when this war starts. And it's going to start, just like the Godfather. It's going to come. I bet you Black Santi is going to be right there helping Boba Fett. Now, the episode ended with pretty much them getting ready to know that war is coming against the Pikes and these other families. And that's going to take us into the next episodes. Now, episode 1 was, I believe that was character building. And the character of Boba Fett, what happened when he escaped the Sarlacc pit and where he's at. 2 was what I call a Rocky 4 moment. When Rocky was fighting the Russian, he was trying to come back and remember who he was. I think that's what episode 2 was of Boba Fett, of the book of Boba Fett, was that just remembering who he is and who he was, but also getting trained in a tribal sense, the way that the Sand people do, the Tusken Raiders, because all we've ever seen is one style of Tusken Raiders, and in this episode 3, we kind of find out why maybe that tribe, we've never seen that tribe, because the biker gang, who we're gonna do another episode diving into who this biker gang is a symbolism of, was they were all killed by this biker gang. And it looks like the Pikes sent them, because the Pikes said that when Boba Fett came to get paid, he said that they were already paid, that the transaction for protection was already paid to the biker gang. And Boba Fett said there was no relation to that, and kind of found it kind of iffy. Well, of course, because the Pikes were working with them and had the whole Tusken tribe that Boba Fett has been with murdered. And that is going to lead into other aspects and other storylines. And the character building of this world and diving into what Jon Favreau has been writing, I have loved it. Some people might think it's kind of slow, but it's character building. It's character buildup. That's why the Godfather films were, 2.5 hours, 3 hours long, because of these character development. And I think that's what we're seeing with Boba Fett. Clearly, Jon Favreau is connecting him to Michael Corleone. And that's why I feel it's one and the same. Now, what happens in the next episodes, I believe it's going to be full-on action. And not the next episode, episode 4. I believe episode 5 is the one that is going to be directed by Dave Filoni, or 6 is going to be directed by Dave Filoni. So we're going to probably see some characters from Dave's world come in, and a lot of speculating that it's going to be Cad Bane. Cad Bane's going to come into this episode. So it's a lot to look forward to, guys. I like it. I like this world building. It is definitely fun hopping in there and seeing where we're going with this story. So I'm loving the book of Boba Fett. I hope you are too. And that's my opinion. So we got more shows coming. Actually gonna talk on another YouTuber's release about that biker gang and their connection to Lucasfilm. So I'm gonna go ahead and talk about that, and I'm gonna get into that and share some insight on that. So look for that next episode, guys. I'm glad to be back. I'm glad to be here with you guys. So let's talk Star Wars. Let's grow our community for the Empire Nights, and definitely love to hear about you and see about you, see what you guys have been up to. So please don't forget to like and subscribe, and hopefully you stick around and let's talk Star Wars. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. You be safe. Take care.